Imagine being able to address toxic relationships in the style of Confucius, the legendary Eastern philosopher. Confucius teaches us that serenity is key in adverse situations. His advice? Staying calm is the first step. When a friend exhibits negative behaviors, the automatic response is usually confrontation or abrupt distancing. However, he proposes a less traveled route: internal reflection. Before reacting, we should observe how these people affect us and what role we play in the dynamic. Perhaps, unwittingly, we have entered a repetitive cycle that only we can break. What if taking a mental break provides us with the clarity needed to see the relationship from a completely new angle? At that moment, the pieces of the puzzle could fittingly come together in a surprising way. Confucius suggests the technique of being like water, which adapts but never loses its essence. When a friendship becomes toxic, we often seek to change the other person, but this tactic rarely works. The wise man advises intelligent adaptation, not as a sign of submission, but as a form of personal preservation. If toxicity becomes evident, stay your course without allowing the current to drag you down to its level. Of course, this does not imply ignoring the situation. Rather, you must be conscious and strategic about your own responses. What if, instead of confronting, you choose silence as a tool of power? In that silence, people might find a reflection of their actions, which surprisingly can lead to their unexpected self-reflection. To access more content like this, subscribe to the channel and don't miss what's coming next. In the universe of Confucius, the word balance takes on another nuance. He says that instead of seeking to close chapters abruptly, we should think about how we can gracefully set boundaries. Often, fear of the other person's exaggerated reactions makes us hesitate. But here is the key point. Setting these boundaries is about our well-being, not about their approval. For Confucius, a healthy boundary is like a bridge, not a barrier. It facilitates a safe crossing of energy in both directions without requiring us to absorb the negative from the other side. There's a fascinating idea. If toxic people feel they cannot gently cross those marked boundaries, they might seek other paths and free us without conflict. One of the greatest gifts of Confucius's advice is the ability to see crises as opportunities for self-cultivation. In moments when friendships lose their shine, he suggests that we observe what that relationship teaches us about ourselves. Perhaps this reveals aspects of our personality that need to be refined. What if instead of focusing on the negative, we search for the hidden lesson? The ability to transform an uncomfortable situation into a personal teaching is highly liberating. Contemporary theorists might call it post-traumatic growth, but Confucius simply saw it as the natural evolution of the human being. By embracing this perspective, we find in adversity a catalyst for our internal transformation. Support Philosophy Doc's channel by clicking the bell and giving us a like. See you in the next video. Until next time.